what better time to focus on football, this time women's football in Trinidad and Tobago, in an upcoming camp than the present time. Our guests on set are George Romano, who is a former national player and one of the coaches, also U.S. College football player Shannon Wallish and Marissa Mohammed, who both are based in the U.S. Thank you for both all for joining us this morning. Let's start with Mr. Romano. All-female football camp in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, it is. It's the first of the kind in Trinidad and Tobago, and we're so happy and proud to be able to do this at Central FC.
All right. Let's bring the ladies in. How long have you been playing football? And I'm glad you're not calling it soccer.
I've been playing since I was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I've played club for 10 years, and then I played college for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished my college career a couple months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm playing here for the summer.
What attracted you to football?
I'm not
Greatest
quite
sport in the world.
sure. I'm not quite sure, but I think just how my parents loved watching me play that sport, and I just grew up with it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And Marissa?
I've been playing since I was probably 6 or 7,
Mm-hmm.
and I've played rec all the way through college
Mm-hmm.
and for the TNT national team in 06, 08, and again now I'm training with them, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And I just picked it up. My brothers and my dad, they were playing, and my sister, and I just decided we wanted to play too.
All right, great. George Romano, when is the camp taking place, and what's your main objective with this camp?
Well, the main objective, we're using a theme this year called "Respect Yourself" and stuff like that. So the camp is actually from the 7th, which is next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks we're running one here in town at the Hazley Crawford practice field,
Mm-hmm.
and one up at Presentation College in Chaguanas.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually running it from 9 to 2, but we have that early morning drop off for families who have to go to work, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and the late pickup. So we will be in fact affording them that opportunity.
And who's the camp open to?
The camp is open to ages from 8 to 18,
Mm-hmm.
and we do have some exciting coaches. We have some from USA coming in for us, and I have an English coach also coming in. We are going to have at lunchtime some very important, I would say, speakers, and we're going to be not just teaching football, as we say, but teaching them about health and nutrition and all that stuff at the same time.
All right, Shannon and Marissa. Let's start with Shannon. This World Cup is going on.
Yes.
3.5 or 8 billion people looking on. Do you think it'll get one day that there'll be that much interest in women's football as we're seeing with the male counterparts in the World Cup? Is that the hope for you?
I mean, I hope so personally, but it has been growing since I've been playing. It has been it has been under the spotlight, I guess you can say. But I think after this World Cup and the performance that the men's team has put on for our country, USA, I think it's going to develop later on. We have the big World Cup next summer, so I guess we'll have to see next summer the turnout.
And Marissa, what do you think it will take to get people as interested or even closer to what we display in terms of the euphoria we see for World Cup in Brazil or any other jurisdiction that we see for World Cup?
It's just going to take the interest by the public. I mean, the women's team, especially the United States, has done well for very many years. And the fact that it hasn't picked up as much as other male sports, it's kind of disheartening, but it hasn't stopped us, and I think female sports are going to continue to grow.
It's one of the sports, the female sports, that has not relied on female sexuality but skill. Do you think that's a way to go? Some people are saying, do like the tennis players, do like the volleyball players, make it sexy. Women, beautiful women, healthy bodies playing, is that an option for you, or is that just being sexist?
I would hope it's not. I would hope that's not what it has to come to. Because
I think it's more of like the drive and the passion for the sport that should be the sexuality instead of like the looks.
Because when you look at what's happened with something like, we could bring Mr. George Romano into this, tennis, for example. I mean, the female tennis generates just as much interest as the male tennis, but then you have Maria Sharapova in a miniskirt. So and those are some of the issues female athletes have to grapple with that their male counterparts don't. Not that they're not objectifying the men now too, because it's all about promotion and they use all aspects to promote. Mr. Romano.
Well, I say Serena Williams, But,
Serena Williams. Yeah.
But that being said, I think the uniforms that the ladies are using now is in fact, with the dry fit that most of the manufacturers are promoting, it is in fact beautiful to watch. And the game itself is evolving around some good football. You have players all over the world now, that's playing excellent football. Sometimes, in my opinion, a few of them may be better than some of the guys that we have seen, but the football has evolved, and this is what we're trying to do here in Trinidad, to build the women's side of the football, because when you come in Trinidad, you hear the Latapis and the
jobs and etc.
etc. But you don't hear of a prominent woman footballer, and this is what Brent Sancho and Central FC is trying to accomplish here by introducing it to the young age at 8 and to 18, and hopefully we get one of those players that could stand out.
Yeah. Once again, let's go over the dates and times and access for the camps.
The dates are actually, as I said, the 7th of July, and the second week will be the start on the 14th. The fee is actually pretty minimal, $250 for the first week and $300 if you decide to take the 2 weeks. We are at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, the practice field at Hazley Crawford, and we are at the presentation grounds in Chaguanas. So we have easy access and parking. It's pretty much secured sites, and this is what we really want to do. It is protect yourself, respect yourself theme that we're using, and we really are looking forward for this.
All right, finally, Shannon, in closing, what has football done for you in terms of your life? Made you healthier, of course.
Definitely made me healthier. It's also made me find like what I love to do and like have a focus in life, because I don't know, now it's time for the real world. I'm done with school. So now I know, like, I have some life lessons, like be on time, discipline, respecting your coaches, and etc. So I think it just has guided me for my future.
And finally, Marissa.
It's just become a big passion in my life, and I've gone from being the player to now actually coaching my young girls. I have a club team, and I just want to spread everything I've learned and the experience that I've had to these younger female soccer players.
Well, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us. Once again, we'll put the information up on our website. And much success with the camp coming up.
Sorry?
Much success with the camp coming up.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, you're quite welcome. We've been talking to George Romano, former national player and coach, guiding the female camp coming up, football camp coming up, and also players Shannon Wallish and Marissa Mohammed. We'll take a short break and come back with our final segment. Stay with us.